Today in the garden, I'm going to show you that duckweed from your pond is a little more useful than you realise. Now, duckweed can be a little bit unsightly in your ponds and water features, and it spreads like wildfire, but it has some amazing benefits too. And one of the main things is how packed full of nutrients this is. Right now, this is packed full of nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus, which are the main benefits we use for feeding our plants. So, how do we get them to the plants? Now leave this to dry for about a week or so, and the easiest thing you can do is make a simple mulch. And all you've got to do is just chuck this directly on top. And as it starts to rot away, it'll put all of those nutrients straight into the soil and up into your plants. And because it mats together, it makes a really good moisture retention barrier too, meaning that the moisture will stay straight in there and not evaporate, especially when it's being watered in the summer. You can also create a liquid feed with the duckweed because it is packed full of those nutrients, and let it dry out. So make sure it's not looking as lively, and stick it straight into a jug of water and really soak it. And over the next week or so, all those nutrients will start to spew out and make a nice nutritious tea, which you'll be able to put straight onto those plants and give them all of the nutrients that was in there. Let it dry out even further and you'll end up with this crispy matting, which is a great way again at slow release feeding your plants. But because it's got such a coarse texture, it's a great way to prevent things like slugs and snails getting to your plants. So it really is that practical. Whilst it may be practical outside the pond, it is still useful inside the pond as well. And I always like to leave some in corners because it makes a nice little shade barrier to keep some of the fish nice and happy and not too warm, especially in the height of summer. And at the same time, it's taking some of that nutrients that you'd get algae taking and making your water green. So even if it is here, you may notice that your water is slightly clear. So duckweed is good inside and out of the pond, and I highly recommend you give it a go yourself. Take care.